Alrighty, so PvP is in a weird spot. There's not really a whole lot to make a video on as of today. I try to put out one at least every day. But first and foremost, I want to know from you guys: did you enjoy this festival and the Escanor festival? Because I'm going to kind of be talking about both of them as a whole, because they were literally like right back to back. Did we even have a banner in between? I think we did. I think the Cusack banner was technically in between the two festivals. But overall, I think that this festival was really good. The Meliodas festival, the New Year's one. Honestly, I don't even really remember much about the Escanor festival other than the fact that we got that new like grasshopper cricket boss from Purgatory, which honestly I thought was kind of cool. He was really easy, but I don't necessarily hate that. I do kind of like if we look at the event bosses that we had for this one, Malik isn't really that bad. Kimara's not really that bad, but Baruja is. I mean, if you can just brute force it, it's not terrible. But like actual mechanic wise, he tends to be really annoying, and I don't know. They just some of these bosses take forever to beat. Like I mean, I don't know. I don't want to really say these two at all because they're not really that bad. But Baruja, he's so tanky. It makes it really tedious and annoying to kind of fight. Which I'm glad that they did 3 different bosses and it wasn't just Baruja the whole time or anything like that. But I'm glad that the Escanor Festival brought back or like gave us a new boss because we've had Malik like 3 times. We've had Kimara like 3 times. I think this is the second time Baruja's come back. It could be his 3rd time as well, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't know. Not a big fan of these bosses. Like it is what it is. They can't come up with a new boss every single festival. I guess they could, but I mean, there's only so many mechanics that they can really like use in a game, and some new bosses are really tedious and annoying. Some people hate them, but just new content in general is always really nice, I guess. But overall, I think that this festival was actually really good as far as just like free stuff. Like I feel like they did a good job of spacing out the content that we were going to be getting for the festival, because obviously festivals are 4 weeks long. We got a free multi on Melly's banner. We got a free multi on the new Mono's banner, which I'm not a huge fan of the new Mono so far as performance goes. She could be a little bit better, but hopefully there's room for her to grow in the future from maybe a Holy Relic or something. But this Hawk's Journey for Scraps event, honestly, this one was kind of cool. I didn't really mind it. I wish I had read the tutorial on it maybe before playing it, because like I ended up going all the way up to floor like 5 or 6 and then had to go back down because I didn't realize that I was also supposed to be getting the meat and not just the food, or like I didn't realize I was just supposed to be getting all of the rewards that were just on the ground. There was actual points from the meat that you get, I guess. So I had to go like up and down through it, this and that, trying to get all the stuff out of it. But it wasn't too bad. You get a lot of the tokens for it. I think that they always kind of end up giving out a ton of these tokens. I don't know if they need to just space it out a little bit more, which honestly, it's nice being able to get it over and done with. But like, I've had this thing done for like a week or more at this point, and they still give me like the little staminas for it, the little hawk stamp print piece or whatever you want to call it. I don't even know what the actual thing is called, but they give me so many of those every day, and I get them from the regular free stages and stuff like that very often. So I don't know. I feel like a lot of these events, you get way more of the currency to play it than you need to even beat it or get all the stuff out of it. So I don't know. That's always kind of weird, but I guess it's nice to just get it over and done with quicker. So I'm not going to complain too much. It's just, I don't know, kind of odd. The Lucky Raffle, I don't think it was too bad this time. I think people were really skeptical because, every time that we've had it so far, people make new accounts or bot accounts or just this and that and trying to just reap all of the rewards from it. And I think that it was pretty decent. It lasted for like a week or two. I don't think it lasted for a full 2 weeks or anything, but it was definitely out for like a pretty decent amount of time. I want to say that I seen some stuff about people complaining that the actual like the rest of these bottom rewards, like there's so many rewards that you can like, there are chances to get these bottom rewards, like all of a sudden like there was still a lot on the table, I want to say, like on the last day of it, and then all of a sudden they were all gone. I don't know what's up with that, or maybe it was just the fact that they wanted people to be a certain level. Maybe it took that many days or whatever for people to finally get all of their, extra accounts or whatever to that level, and then all of those like smaller rewards kind of got ate up from that. I would assume. I don't really know, but honestly, I feel like the actual people who were playing the game had a pretty decent chance to get a lot of these top rewards. I don't think I got any of the 30 gems or higher, no, but there was, several occasions where I got 10 gems and stuff like that. I know a lot of people, I've seen a lot of people complaining on Reddit, like, this is a great way to get auto clear tickets and anvils, and I understand that's definitely frustrating when there's a chance to get diamonds and you just get the lower rewards, which you can see I definitely got a lot of those too, but it's just all luck of the draw. It's literally a lucky raffle. So I don't know. You kind of just get what you get there. Unfortunately, I know that it would be nice if the bottom reward was just 1 gem instead of them putting like these anvils are nice to have, but auto clear tickets are just kind of like a slap in the face almost. Like, I don't know. I accumulate so many of those just by playing the game regularly that it doesn't feel like a reward at all to get those. It really feels like just like you just got nothing, basically. So I don't know. They're useful in a way, but not what you want to get out of something where you have a chance to get something big. So that kind of sucks. The Event Tower of Trials is nice for Super Awakening coins, so I can't really complain about that. It's not very hard content, just takes a little bit of time. It took me about 35 minutes or so to complete this, and that wasn't even with using like super meta OP characters or anything like that. If I would have just used Escanor on my video that I did about it, people were just like, oh yeah, I just used Escanor in one shot pretty much every stage, which is completely valid. I definitely would probably do the same thing if I was just trying to speedrun it. I just wanted to put together like a fun little team to kind of enjoy it a little bit more, because I do enjoy the PvE content in this game. So I don't know. It was kind of fun. The moments we remember. This one was an event that I don't think we've had in quite a while. I don't remember when the last time we got one of these was, but it was kind of nice. It wasn't too bad. You get to fight some of the like signature, like big sort of momentous, occasions throughout the story. And these were the more recent ones, of course. I think it's a little bit of a stamina sink. Like, I think it's like 20 stamina a piece just to fight these, if I'm not mistaken, which is a little bit annoying. Like, I don't know why everything in this game event wise has to have stamina on it. Like, luckily the event bosses this time around did not have stamina on them, so that was good. You had to do them 5 times a day, but at least you didn't have to waste stamina pots on it. So I mean, the fact that this used stamina pots, I guess it is what it is, but I don't know, kind of annoying. I mean, luckily, with a lot of these missions that you had to do to get the gems out of these, I felt like I had a pretty good time with, like, it maybe took me 3 days at the maximum, because you can only attempt each one of them once a day. I think I was able to get maybe 2 of them done the first day, just because all of the goals or whatever, the missions, achievements, lined up perfectly where I could put together one team to get all of the missions done in one go, which was really nice. It's always nice to get them over with as fast as possible, but there was a couple of them where it's like, oh, beat the stage 3 times, and because you can only do it once a day, that's a guaranteed 3-day venture, which is kind of annoying in a way. New Year's goal achievement was kind of nice. I have to say the biggest thing was the costume sale. We've been waiting on a costume sale for quite a while. I was really hoping that we would get one of the wish draw events, not the artifact wish draw event, but the regular like SSR wish ticket event, because I think everybody really wants to max out their Tarmiel at this point. But I guess we're going to kind of have to hope and kind of hold out and see if we can get one of those for the global anniversary, which is in like a month or 2. So I guess we'll just see how that goes. Hopefully we can get that, because, I mean, honestly, everybody and their brother pretty much has Red Tarmiel at this point. It's just a matter of, like, do you have him maxed out so that way you get more stats from him being in the associated slot, I guess. So I don't know. I've been somewhat lucky. I've pulled a couple of extra copies off of him, or off of other banners and stuff like that, but there's really not a whole lot of good SSR, ticket characters in general. So I feel like I'm obligated to save my SSR tickets for that event now, because all of the other characters are really bad and they really don't add new characters to it. Like, we still don't have Demon Chandler on there, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong about that. Maybe they have added him at this point, but who's the newest character? I want to say it's Tarmiel. Yeah, it is Tarmiel. They haven't added Demon Chandler to it yet, which is bizarre. I don't know why all of these newer characters. It took Sariel like 6 months to get added. It took Tarmiel like 6 or 7 months to get added. I don't know what their infatuation. It's not like these are meta breaking characters or anything like. Oh, well, I just said that, saying Red Tarmiel isn't meta breaking. He is meta breaking, but either way, like, Demon Chandler, literally just a backline unit for the demons, not anything crazy. I mean, he's nice to have if you boost your demons and everything. Like, they're really efficient together, but overall, like, I don't know what the point of waiting so long to add characters to tickets is for some reason. But Visal Fight Festival thing, honestly, with this going on, with I think the second half of this, like week 2, was during the 4v4 stuff. I was not a fan of 4v4. My video came out today as of the time of recording this about me not liking 4v4. And it seems like a lot of people in the comments are pretty much on the same page that I am. Like, they really don't like 4v4 because it really forces people into like this really annoying meta. And the PvP has been terrible lately, which is definitely something to note. Like, everybody was really hoping that the New Year's Festival was going to be like a really good character and everything. But I don't know. There's 2 levels to it. You either get a really good character and you ruin the meta, or you get a mid character and everybody complains about it, but it doesn't ruin the meta. You just have a new character in the meta. And I honestly think I would rather have the mid character. Like, I do like Melly. I'm a really big fan of Melly, and the new Escanor's cool and all. But those 2 characters coming out together, Escanor is the only thing you would see in the meta before this Melee Festival came out, and now demons are like, I would say like 80 to 90% of my matches at this point, because they synergize so well. If Escanor had more of like a team that he could synergize with more, like an actual, I guess you could just slot him into the human team kind of sort of, but I think the human team kind of is more HP based than it is like attack based almost. Like, I know Red Arthur or Excalibur Arthur boosts damage for humans and everything, but I feel like it doesn't really synergize with him as much, and all you see people use is like the Ludo Gowther combo, and it really still can't compete with the demons, to be honest. Like, the demons have so much synergy. Like, they're literally like so good. It's insane. Like, and I mean, why wouldn't you run them if you have them? And the only thing you can do to combat it is attack seal, which makes it even more annoying to run anything that's not meta at the moment. So you get the new mono, she gets crapped on. You know I've been watching gameplay for the new Freya because she's out on JP at this time, and I mean, it doesn't seem like she's too bad. It seems like she's actually pretty good, but a lot of the JP players are, very, like, they have really good accounts. They have really invested into accounts. So, like, a lot of the gameplay that I'm watching, they're out CCing. They're going first every time. I don't know what it even looks like to go second with that team yet, and I'm sure I'll try it out and go second whenever I get her, and it'll probably be pretty lackluster. But who knows? We'll see. But either way, I don't know. The meta has been completely shaken up. So I'm not sure if that was really a good or a bad coming out of these new festivals, but we're kind of moving into like a new era of Grand Cross, I guess. Like, almost every year it sort of ends off with us getting these like new big characters that sort of shake the meta up. So I'm sure it will stabilize, throughout the year, and we'll get more of a diverse meta and everything like that. Whenever, Purgatory Bond came out, I mean, he was literally in the meta for like 2 years, like so long he was in the meta. It might not have been like quite 2 years, but ever since he came out, there's always been like a new red human like every couple of months that would bring that team back and make it more relevant. And so I don't know, maybe they'll do the same thing with Escanor. Maybe they'll keep dropping human support or something like that for him. I'm sure there will be new demons and stuff like that coming out as we're getting, we're towards the end of the actual Seven Deadly Sins story, and there's a lot of demon stuff going on. So I'm sure we'll get new demons. They're sort of going back into the full swing of Ragnarok at this point too. So hopefully the Ragnarok team will sort of level out and become like an even playing field with these new teams and metas and stuff like that. I don't know. It seems like they're really leaving catastrophes in the dust, unfortunately. Like, catastrophes really can't compete when it comes to just like raw CC and just like pure damage turn one. Like, these new meta teams are nuts, so it's really hard to to try to bring these older sort of teams in, even with like new support and stuff like that coming out. But I don't know. Maybe they can do something about that. But I don't know. There's been a pretty decent amount of stuff. I think like all of this stuff at the bottom is pretty normal. Like they do these pretty much every single festival. The Diamond Perk event was kind of nice on this one because people are probably going to do a full rotation on festival banners regardless. So you just get rewards for summoning and stuff like that in general, and it works on costumes as well. When you buy costumes, this goes towards the Diamonds Perk event as well. So yeah, I don't know. Couple of events that were maybe missing. I think the biggest one that people want is the gear gacha rate up. For some reason, I think people were saying the last time we got that was around New Year's or Christmas last year. So it's officially been a year or a little bit more than that since we got that event, and people are just hoarding keys and gold and trying to wait for that event to come out. And I just don't even really bother with it, to be honest. I'm not saving this gold for a rate up event. I just use it whenever I need it, kind of thing. But it is a good event. I don't know. I've never been like a crazy big fan of it. Like I'm not waiting for it or anything, but if it comes around, would be nice to use. But I mean, some people like they have like their inventory like ready to go, like dedicated to that event, and I don't know why they won't bring it back around. They've done reworks to the gold dungeon at this point. I don't know if they just think it was overpowered or like people were getting too much good stuff out of it, or I don't know. It's just really bizarre that they would come out with that event and they'd just be like, yeah, you know what, we're never doing that again. So I don't know. Hopefully they'll bring it back around sometime soon because I'm sure people will be happy about it. But yeah, I don't know. Overall, I think these festivals were pretty good. Obviously, I'm not super happy with the way the PvP is going at the moment, but it should level out. I mean, you can just kind of not worry about PvP as much lately if you really don't want to, so that way you don't have to deal with the big meta crisis at the moment. But overall, I think Grand Cross is in a pretty good state. They've already announced that we're getting the Four Knights of the Apocalypse stuff is supposed to be coming into the game at some point. I would assume once they finish the main story for Seven Deadly Sins, they'll probably start moving into that, which is exciting. I think that's good. A lot of people were kind of skeptical and a little bit nervous about us getting towards the end of the story, and I kind of figured that they would try to go with the new sequel series as well. So looking forward to all of the stuff coming up. I'm still enjoying the game. Obviously, times like this where the meta's really crazy, I can't test a whole lot of teams. I'm kind of strapped for content. Like I don't really have a whole lot of stuff that I can make videos on that's not like just beginner guides and I don't know, just messing around with just small stuff here and there. But I don't know if there's any days in the coming weeks or so where I don't upload a day. I try to put at least one video out a day. You'll probably know why. It's probably just because I can't find anything to make a video on at the moment. But we do get updates every week, and it's not always the most content, but I feel like that does a pretty good job of me being able to hopefully make at least one video a day. So yeah, I don't know. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys are enjoying the game right now. I'm still liking it quite a bit, even with the shaky meta. But let me know your thoughts and opinions. But either way, that's pretty much it from me. Hopefully you guys are having a good day. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it if you stayed all the way to the end. And yeah, see you guys later. Feel free to subscribe and all that good stuff.